Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here again. So I hear in the news that the prince and the princess are going to get married and this and that. You ever wonder why you're always hearing about these guys, the king and the queen, and their celebrations of something that's happening, and you have those same happenings, but it's never celebrated? Well, this is because times long, long ago, kings and queens and pharaohs and Caesars, they held themselves above all the people. They even tried to have themselves connected to the divine and to God. Basically to say to the people that they were more important than you. And so they had these titles, and because of these titles they got due honor that you do not get. But times have changed and people have awakened, and they know that a king and a queen are men and women just like they are. They require the same purposes in life for existing. They need food, clothing, shelter. They put on their pants the same way you do. And women have the same kinds of women situations as women do nowadays. But the reason that you still hear it is because it's an attempt to keep people divided. It is an attempt to continue to have people think that some other people are more important than they are. Well, I want you to know that God wants you to know that they are no more important than you. You have just as much celebratory life and love as anyone else. And when these are held up before you as that, you have to recognize it for what it is. It's an attempt to keep you deceived, where they use it as a justification for the elite, for the super wealthy, the middle, and the poor. This is a tool that is used for that purpose. I've heard people here in the United States say about the president, well, he has these types of handcuffs and he has these types of freedom. And people will say, well, the president can do this or he can do that because he's the president of the United States. But that's a lie, ladies and gentlemen. There might have been a time that happened, but the president of the United States is under the authority of the people. Usually the people have set a law in place, but when that law works against the people, then that law is supposed to be changed. It's never a situation where the president has the authority to go and do something that the people dislike. To do that means the people become subservient to that president, and this is not true in a day where God is recognized as the ultimate authority. So I tell you, and I suggest to you that you revisit these situations that have allowed for such to happen and change them before it comes to cause you more problems than you are willing to bear. Thank you very much for listening.